Welcome to the channel, Smart Kiddos. My name is Pratiksha, and today we're going to continue teaching Scratch It coding. So, in the previous videos, I taught you how to code in Python for kids and beginners, and I also taught you how to code in Scratch It. So, if you haven't seen those videos, please do check them out later. What are we going to learn today in this video? Today we're going to learn how to make a quiz in Scratch. So let's start. I have renamed this project to Fun Quiz in Scratch, and I have deleted the Scratch Cat sprite. Let's choose a new sprite for this quiz. So I'm going to go to the Scratch library and I'm going to pick a character for the quiz. I'm going to pick the wizard. I have decreased the size of the wizard to 80. Now let's start with the code. I'm going to drag a when clicked block. So when the program is started, something should happen, right? First, I'm going to make sure that the wizard stays in the current location. So the current location for the wizard is -62 and -16. You can get the coordinates for your sprite over here. Now, let's start by, the wizard can ask something, right? It can say hello. So how can the wizard sprite say hello? To do that, let's go to the looks section and drag this block. So say hello for 2 seconds. So this sprite here, wizard, will say hello when it starts. I'm going to drag another block in the same look section that will say, let us start the quiz. So I've copy pasted the dialogue. Let's run the code. Okay, perfect. So the wizard is going to ask a question. What is the answer for 3 plus 2? So how can the wizard ask the question? Well, we're going to go to sensing section and drag this special block. And here, instead of what's your name, let's type the question. What is the sum of 3 and 2? Let's run to see what happens so far. Hello, let's start the quiz. What is the sum of 3 and 2? So I type 5 and I enter, but nothing happens, right? Because we need to give the next code. So next what we're going to do is drag a if statement. But instead of just if, drag if and else, okay? Now I'm going to tell you why later. So if some condition, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this equal sign, okay? And here, let us drag this block, answer. So go to sensing and drag answer. Now this answer is connected to this question, okay? So if the answer is equal to 5, so the user does type the number 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to first make sure that the points increase by 1. So let's create a variable. Let us make a variable over here and let's name this points. So change points by 1. But before that, we need to make sure that points is showing in the beginning and is equal to 0. So to do that, you can just drag this block actually, set points to 0. So you see it does that. And I'm going to type 5. You can see points is increased by 1. Great. Now what if the user types the wrong answer? Let's create another variable called lost. So I have created this variable called lost You can see it shows over here. And let's drag this in the else condition. So basically, if the user doesn't type 5, else change the lost variable by 1. So the lost will increase by 1 point. Okay, and make sure to set lost also to 0 in the beginning. And here I'm just going to type a extra information, type the number digit, because if they type the word 5, logically it's correct, but the computer will think it's wrong and change lost by 1. So I have just added this extra information. As a bonus, you can add these two blocks from the look section inside the if and else condition. If the user types the answer correctly, points will increase by 1 and the wizard will say good job for 2 seconds. If the user types the wrong answer, lost will increase by 1 and the wizard will say, oh no. Let's try this out. Okay, so the wizard is going to ask the question. All right, I'm going to type 7. This is the wrong answer. I can click on this check mark. Okay, oh no, and lost has increased by 1. Cool. We can do the same thing for the correct answer. Let's see what happens for that. I'm going to type 5. Good job. And you can see points is increased by 1. Okay, now once I've done the first question, I've duplicated it and changed the question and the answer. So this is the second question. Now, same thing for the third question. All I did was change the question and the answer. Other than that, the code is the same. And the same thing for the last question. All I did was change the question and the answer. Other than that, everything is the same. Now, you can see there are two things here. This is gonna be our game backdrop, so I made it black. And this is the good job for participating screen. Let's go to the wizard code. All right. At the end of the code here for the wizard, make sure to drag hide button. So once the wizard does all the instructions, it's going to hide. And then we are instructing to switch backdrop to participating screen. So it doesn't matter if you got all of them right, all of them wrong, or you got a mix. At the end, the backdrop should be the participating screen backdrop. And to call our game backdrop, you have to go up and call switch backdrop to backdrop 1. And of course, because we're hiding the wizard, we need to make sure to show the wizard in the beginning. Now, finally, let's run this quiz. Okay, let's run this quiz. Okay, it's saying hello. Let's start the quiz. All right. Now, what is the sum of 3 and 2? I'm gonna type the correct answer. Good job. Okay. Now, which citrus fruit is yellow in color? Now, I'm gonna type lemon in capital letters. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this is going to be wrong. Well, actually, this will be right. Even though we have given lemon in small caps to the coding part, this is still correct. Okay, so it will say good job. Same thing for this one. Remember, for the code we have given giraffe in small letters? But if I give giraffe here everything in capital letters, it'll still count it correct. But in this question, if I type 24, this is wrong, okay? Because we have given the number 2 and 4 for the code, okay? And this is letters. So this for sure will be wrong, even though logically it's right. That is why I've mentioned type the digit. And we have getting the participating screen after the quiz. Great job. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Bye!